Which of the big three grading companies has the best population report? Today we're going to look at all three and make some conclusions about which one might be best for you. So recently I made a video where I showed how to use the PSA population report, and that video did reasonably well, but I got a lot of comments that were like, hey, do this with BGS or do this with SGC, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a video that looks at all three of them together. The PSA I'm not going to spend much time on because, like I said, I made a standalone video about it, but let's look at all three of them and some of the nuances between them. So we will start with the PSA population report, and just for the sake of consistency, I'm going to look up the same card on all three population reports, and that card, of course, is going to be one that I always go to, the 2018-19 Prism Luka rookie. So PSA allows you to search by set or by player, but you can't really combine both. If you say 2018-19 Prism Basketball Luka Doncic, it really throws everything off. So what we're going to do is type in the name of the set, and then we're going to find it down here. It's right here, clicking on that, and now is where we will be able to search athletes as soon as everything loads. Right here I can type in the name of the athlete, so I'm going to say Luka, going to hit search, and it's going to pull up not only the Luka base, but every parallel of the Luka rookie. So we have 20,000 officially, 20,000 PSA 10s, compared to 37,000 total graded in the base. And I can go by and look at how many line items there are. 37 total variations here. Everything from like SSP white sparkles to the more common silver prisms to the base cards. So a lot of different colors, choice, the fast break, there's obviously different parallels. And this is 2018. Now there's like, 75 parallels for each card. It's fantastic. I say that sarcastically, it's not. We have way too many parallels now. You can click on some of the stuff, but I don't feel like it's super duper accurate. So if I clicked on pricing, it's just pulling recent sells, but I don't know necessarily where this is fed from or if it's a number that I would trust. Oh, and let's get real exciting and see what kind of facts they have. This is cool. It gives a list of all the parallels, the first off the line prisms, the fast break prisms, and then the choice prisms. So you get a breakdown of where they all came from. I like that it says Walmart Megabox, and then because the red ice, there it is, Target Megabox. So that's kind of cool. This is better than I thought it would be. All right, so for now we're going to leave Luka 2018 PSA prisms right here, and we're going to go over to the next one. All right, here's BGS, and as you can tell, it's a little bit different. You got to select your sport from the drop down. So you have basketball. You pick your set name, and I'm just going to show you for the sake of argument. I'm going to type in Prism, and then I'm going to type in Luka. Seems like it should be a pretty basic search. This will not work. It's going to tell me that there's no results found. Here, records not found. I think what you have to do to get it to work is type in 2018-19 Prism. That didn't work either. Maybe if I add Doncic. Jeez Louise. Alright, so we're going to just completely clear the set name and just type in basketball and Luka Doncic. So now we have Luka and we have every single card of his apparently, so that's awesome. So if I'm looking for 2018-19 Prism, this is a nightmare. We're going to try this search at the top. Well, that didn't work. Awesome. Goodness. Is it Panini Prism? Maybe I should have typed in Panini Prism. We are fine. I can't overstate how long I scrolled there, but we're finally getting to it. So Panini Prism, Emergent, Panini Prism with the wrong back. That's very specific. So here's the base of Panini Prism, 280. It looks like there's 6,772 total graded. You can't see what any of these columns are, which is awesome. I'm just going to assume this is the tins. This is a black label. But the heading disappears when you scroll down. This is a 10 pristine, so this must be a 9.5. This is a 9. It says, I don't know if you can tell where I'm looking, but it says top right corner of the box 9. This one's an 8.5, so that's how that one works. So there are 3 total black labels of the base prism. And then instead of being sorted by variations, it's sorted by color. So you have the green, emergent silver. Where are the... I was just looking for a silver prism. Panini Prisms, Prism Orange. Here we go. Panini Prisms. I was looking for silvers. There's the red ice, Prism Silver. So there's 2,296 silvers that are graded in total. PSA had 5,300, so there's about twice as many, almost 3 times as many PSA graded silvers. And it looks like of those, you got no black labels, but you got 10 10s, 852 9.5s, and then, so the majority of them live at this 9.5 to 9 level. So that is the BGS one. I complain about the PSA one quite a bit, but the BGS one's significantly worse. Without the headings up here, without the search functionality, it is not user-friendly at all. It keeps crashing as well. There might be a cache error on my side. We're gonna try this one more time now that I know how to search it. 2018-19 Panini Prism. And then I'm gonna say Luca. So that actually worked. That's how you need to search it. I feel like it takes insider knowledge to know what to actually search for. It's not very intuitive. There's a very small margin of error. So just be prepared to spend most of your afternoon, if you ever have to do any kind of sports card population research, with BGS. And then here's the SGC one. Full disclosure, I've never used it, but we're about to find out. So we're gonna say 2018-19 Prism. Oh wait, I'll say Panini Prism Basketball. I'm not gonna list a name since it's just this card set. Awesome, this is going very well. I'm never gonna complain about PSA ever again. So if you include basketball, the results do not populate. So I just had to do 2018-19 for the set name, and now I get to pick which set we're looking at. There's not really a search filter for sort. You can sort by card number, and oh no, I messed it up. So there's not a good way to search for a specific card. So you just have to, I'm just literally control F'ing it. There's 41 Lucas. Those are freshman phenom, luck of the lottery, sensational. There we go. Here's the Lucas. So we got 1,100 base Lucas graded. The 10 pristine, there are 3. The 10's 179. So you look like you got about 20%, just under 15% of the total population landed at the 10 level. Here's all the different variations. There are 101 total silvers graded, and the most popular is the barbershop one at 112, but pretty close. Now if you're thinking to yourself, wow, that looks awful, I never want to do that, thankfully there might be another way. I've made a video about GemRate before, but it is a phenomenal website where you can do some good research, and it compiles all the grading reports from the other companies. So let's give that a look. I'm gonna click on Universal Search, so I'm gonna type in 2018-19 Prism Luca. There we go. It has a lot of stuff that's being pulled up. Prism, Luka Doncic, 280, total graded. Look at that. Now the big question is, how accurate are the numbers? So with PSA, it says 37,600 as a total with 20,000 gem mint. So we're going back to PSA and confirming that number, 37,495, and there are 20,000. So the numbers are a little bit off. Ironically, it's actually GemRate that has higher numbers. Either way though, these numbers feel like they're pretty true. Looking at BGS, it's 6,700 with 3,100 gems. I legitimately never want to be on this BGS website ever again. This is awful. Here's the 280s. You know what? I give up. We're just going to assume that GemRate's about correct on this one. This is awful. And then finally, SGC, there's 1,131 total graded, 178 that are gem mint. So we're looking here, 1,132 with 179 gem mint. So pretty darn close. So if you're ever trying to do population research, I would just come to GemRate. If you really want to double check, go to the websites, particularly if it's PSA. PSA's, as many shots as I took at them, theirs is better than the rest. Beckett was a nightmare. 0 out of 10. Do not like it. SGC was not super user friendly and the data's not very searchable, but at least it's indexed well so you can find stuff. It's just not too, like I said, not too friendly for the searcher. But the way to go is just using gemrate.com for those kind of research projects. Hope this video helped. Let me know below if you have some positive experiences with BGS or SGC population reports. I'll see you next time.